Did someone get the music?
And then there's one on 2 minutes there. Can we turn down the music? Annette? Yeah, but my mic's not working. Did you turn my mic down? Yeah, well, it was set. Test. Yep. Test. All right, BHS, well, we're going to get started here. It's 7:35, and I just want to welcome everybody. Thanks for making it down bright and early. We start here at the corner of Garrison and Alameda every first and third Thursday at 7 a.m. for a delicious breakfast and personal and professional development presentations by some of Denver's best public speakers. Today, I'm the meeting planner, so that's how I know we get such good speakers here. But today I'm stepping into the role as a speaker because at 5:45, when I was sitting in the driveway, I got a text from our speaker who said, "My whole family and I have food poisoning. I don't think I'm going to last very long if I do try to step up on stage. What can we do? Do you have a backup plan?" I said, "Well, no, I don't have a backup plan, but I will start working on that right now." And what dropped in for me was that there's been a lot of changes in Google that have happened. And when you can't get found online, you just don't exist. So people can't find you. And that could be a problem. So I thought we'd go over that. How's that sound? Great. Okay. The first thing that's been happening lately, I don't know if you've noticed it, but people are doing a lot more voice searches on their phone. So in the last 10 years, we got used to doing this to find what we were looking for. And now these days, people are just speaking into their phone, "Burritos near me," when they're hungry, right? That's like the immediacy. Where do I get what I want immediately? So in honor of our guests, I thought I would bring up some sleeping tips for us to review, because a lot of you I know showed up here hoping to energize your business with better sleep. So as I typed it in, this is what I got. These are the results, right? The CDC has some advice for getting good sleep, helpguide.org, Mayo Clinic. Okay, but let's see what happens when I speak the same thing into Google search. What's the best advice for getting better sleep? It didn't speak back to me. Let me try this. Hey Google, what's the best advice for getting better sleep? Well,
Early weekends. Being consistent reinforces your body's sleep-wake cycle. If you don't fall asleep within about 20 minutes of going to bed, leave your bedroom and do something relaxing. Read or listen to soothing music.
Now, I don't mean to discredit our speaker or minimize his value in any way, because I'm sure he has wonderful stories to tell us and techniques that you can't even find on Google. But this is exactly how people are solving their daily problems. And I think the reports are, 90% of all people today solve their daily problems with this search engine right here. And so our business is in business because it solves problems. And then so when we look at our business from the outside, from the perspective of somebody using Google search, we type in something different than our own business name because we don't even know our business exists. What do we type in? Those are our keywords. This is where somebody has reached a level in their life where they're so uncomfortable with where they are that they're willing to do whatever it takes to make a change. And this is finally, on them. This is their learning path. This has nothing to do with us proactively educating them on anything. So if we put ourselves in that mindset, okay, I don't even know that sleep solutions exist, but man, do I have to get better sleep. What do I do? Okay, I'm just going to speak it into Google. Tell me how to do my life better. And see what comes up. As long as the volume's up, though. Make sure the volume's up. By the way, Yvette? Ines told me something very interesting back there, that if you do have food poisoning, Seth, I hope you're listening. If you do have food poisoning, there's a product called Lugol's iodine. And this iodine is been filtered enough that the stomach can handle it. And it's the stomach saver. She said 12 drops of this Lugol's iodine will save you from food poisoning. So if you're ever traveling, it's like a must-have. There's a little piece of personal development advice for the day. Oh, I didn't know anything about radiation. Maybe you can give a talk on that later. Okay. So voice search is the first thing. How do we get our business to show up on voice search? Google Business Profile. We've got to make sure to regularly maintain and manage our Google Business Profile. So let's pull up let's pull up business honoring spirituality. Maybe if I typed in a keyword like spiritual business networking, we should probably show up for that, right? Question in the back. Does somebody have a mic to run, by the way?
I can talk loud.
Okay.
Google Business Profile, is not the same as like your Google Business page that you manage?
Yes.
Same thing? Okay.
She asked, is the Google Business Profile the same as the Google page that she manages? Google My Business. It used to be called Google My Business, yeah. Spiritual Sphere Business Networking. Okay, we're going to have a mic for you.
So a moment ago, when the person spoke after you asked the question, is that somebody who paid to get at the top of the list that would come up first?
No, it's not.
No.
Okay, we're going to go over a thing called quality score because this is a really good question. Quality score is a score from 1 to 10 based on the keywords that you type in to Google. So a keyword over here, and then a page over here. This is any page on the internet. If Google recognizes that your page score is a 10, like it does here, then it's a really good result for this keyword. Okay? So, how do you get your page score to a 10? You demonstrate back to Google that when people land or click on something, that they have a good experience. And that may be why you've heard before end user experience as a term that's being passed around in these digital marketing circles. You want to give your end user the best experience possible. How does Google know if somebody has a good experience? They spend more than a minute on the result that they just clicked on. So you've got to design your page, your profile in a way that gives somebody a good experience. That is going to include a couple dozen photos. Somebody can look and make an evaluation about your business a lot faster than they can read. Picture says 1,000 words. So you're saying like 50,000 words with 50 photos.
Wow.
And that's what you want to give people, a good visual experience when they land on your profile or your page. If they like what they see, then they're going to want to read deeper. So you might want to have a 2,000 word description on what it is you do, who you do it for, and how you do it. Then you might want to have a video for them to experience as well. You might want to have some reviews for them to read about. You might want to have some case studies for them to review. Can you imagine if somebody consumed all of this content that you gave them, how long it would take them to get through it, comb through it? Probably 5 or 10 minutes. That's going to send a mega signal to Google that this is a 10. So, just for fun, I thought we would speak in instead of type in and see if she said anything about us. I've never done this before. Spiritual networking groups in Denver. No, she didn't want anything to say about that. She's probably on that politically correct thing where she doesn't talk about God or politics. She's very neutral. Okay, so the next generation is so tuned in to this that they don't have the same experience as us when it comes to typing things in. I mean, we thought the last generation was going to be programmed to be stupid. Imagine the generation before the last one. They're just going to walk around and say, give me this, give me that. I want artificial intelligence in front of my face right now. Right now. Okay, question.
Do you know how many virtuals are actually in or how many are isolated?
Oh, that's a great question. Google, how many keyword searches are voiced in compared to keyworded, typed in? Okay. Here it is. We analyzed 10,000 Google Home search results to answer this question. 20. No, I don't see that.
And is that different than when you hold the button, you talk with your phone?
I think it's the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can call Google or Siri with a voice command or with a button. But that's a great question that I would love to look up myself. Okay, so that's Google Business Profile. As long as we manage our property and claim our property and take ownership of it, we don't abandon it or abuse it or ignore it, and we're going to show up on search. Next is the Google Workspace. And anybody know the difference between a free Google Gmail account and Google Workspace?
No, a bunch of extra stuff. I mean, I don't know that they're giving you free emails anymore, but the Google Workspace, you got a whole bunch of chat, you got docs, you got all those sorts of stuff.
That's right. Right. It makes the digital life a lot easier to have it all under one umbrella, and they absolutely do offer everything under one umbrella when it comes to digital. So you can go to domains.google.com and buy your domain. That's probably the easiest way to avoid a lot of these technology nightmares, is to just keep everything under one hood. And then you can in your Workspace account, let's say you want to hire a virtual assistant to work 4 hours a week. Well, you can automatically go in and create them at yourdomain.com. And you can create and remove those accounts in about 5 minutes. That's a big speed up.
Excuse me, I will be involved. Okay, let's say that I create a domain
The domain is gonna be $12, $13 a year.
Okay, which is very, very, I think it's almost free.
Right.
But I was just
Google Workspace is $6 a month.
By the way, Google doesn't know. There's a whole bunch of things where you register to pay, and it has to do with the website.
Yep. So the difference between Google Workspace and Google Gmail is the custom-based email address, right? You can have yourbusiness@gmail.com for free, but you can have your name at yourbusiness.com for $6 a month, which is significantly less than other ways of setting up that custom domain-based email. So I just want to point out the difference there between those two, because that's important for business people that want to scale their business and conserve money and, you know, establish the best practices when it comes to digital marketing. It does cost $6 a month. Okay, then SEO. This is the big one. This is coming up on Google when we type in these keywords. So let me jump back to my slideshow here, and we're going to talk about the changes recently that have happened with how your business appears on Google when people are looking for it. So here are the keyword searches: white glove logistics companies. One of my clients does this specialty service where he almost guarantees no damage in very expensive things like ATM kiosks or computer semiconductors or fine art pieces or some of this stuff that you have to transport, you know, from across the country or across the globe. And this company makes sure that it doesn't get screwed up along the way. And so when this company comes up here, Elite Anywhere, that means they don't have any competition, basically, or at least their competition has not claimed their Google business profiles properly, because when you do a normal search, what comes up is a stack of 3 of the closest competitors near you. So if I was to type in drywall contractors, I got a hole, my kid ran his bike into the thing, and I got to fix a hole. So these are paid advertisements, people paying thousands of dollars a month to show up here. And every time you click on one of these ads, they get charged 5, 10, 15. Guess how much lawyers get charged? Very competitive. $100 per click.
Well,
But if it would only take 4 or 5 clicks for them to get a new lead, and they close 1 out of 4, then that was $2,000 for them to get a new client. How much do they make on their ticket item?
more than that?
Oh, way more than that. Yeah, so is it worth it for them to pay $2,000 to get a client?
Mm-hmm.
I guess they think it is. That's what that is right there. Those are paid ads. And if your competitors aren't using that, your price is small. If your quality score on your landing page is high, your price is small. If you've got a lot of competitors in your industry, you're going to pay a lot. If your quality score is low, you're going to pay even more. Make sense? Okay, so this is what people really look at. 70% of people skip over the ads. We know that to be true. They're just not as credible. They didn't earn it. They paid to get there. This is what you usually see. It's called a 3-pack. And you can see exactly where you are, and you can see exactly where these service providers are, which is the biggest trust-building factor that we all make with our decisions subconsciously anyways. We just believe it's going to be more convenient for both parties to work together if we all live in the same backyard. So the goal is to get up here. Okay, so let's go back and look at spiritual business groups. There we are, right there at the top. Let's see who else is there. Oh, this group right here. Full Moon. Okay, books. Okay. So here's our list. Now I'm not going to go back to the old dashboard because I don't want to confuse you. But there is a new way to manage your Google Business Profile. If you have experience using the old one, it's going away. I've been avoiding that push that they're giving us. You know, and after a couple months, they're like, no, sorry, I can't do this anymore. You're going to have to only do it that way. I'm like, oh, great. So I looked it up using my personal Google Business Profile. But if I toggle over to the BHS profile, like as if I logged in as BHS, and I typed in, and I went over here to the app switcher, and then I went down to my Google Business Profile icon. Then here it is. It's saying, do you want to stay here or do you want to manage on search? And so for this presentation, we're going to get more familiar with managing our business profile under the new operation dashboard. And so this looks differently for us than it does for our end users. But they try to put everything condensed in this area, right here on the front of the center of the page. They couldn't fit it all right here, so they fit some of it down here on the right. So that's the only area you've got to really be concerned for. Most of them are right here on the front, and these are actually suggestions from them to us that says how we're going to improve our own search results. So if we just follow their tutorial, their guideline here, we're going to naturally increase our visibility. So this first one says add an exterior photo. Well, I mean, we have that, but it's saying give us another one. So that's great. We may have thought our job was done, but no, it's not. It's like, dude, here, do this. Then it says get your first reviews. Okay, I got to click on that because I know we got some reviews. But it gives us a code where we can send this code to our, people that just experienced us and physically express that they had a positive experience. Now, I've studied this for 8 years because it's one of the most important factors in increasing your visibility in digital marketing. People believe what other people say about you 10 times more than what you say about yourself. And it's the most valuable piece of content because you cannot create it yourself. You can only politely ask for it. So do we all have a strategy on collecting more reviews? Good. There's 3 times to ask for an online review. The first time is after maybe you've sat down with somebody and they've decided to buy your services right away. And you might think, well, how can I ask for a review if I haven't delivered anything yet? Well, because this person just went through a buying process. You may have talked to them and they may have looked at 3 or 4 other different service providers, and then they went with you. Or they may have had a bad experience with their last service provider and they went with you. Do you think it's going to be good for people to read about that when they review and do their due diligence on your business? Absolutely. There's a lot of people that have bad experiences with service providers, and that's the biggest thing you want to avoid when you're looking at your stack of money right here in exchange for something in return. So if you identify that, here's what you say. Would you mind taking 2 minutes to leave me an honest online review? Question. and then you copy and paste this little URL into that text. It's better as a text than it is as an email. They're already going to be logged into their personal Gmail account on their phone. So it's going to go straight to their profile, straight to be able to lead you with a review. Second time when it's great to ask for a review, it's when you're the hero. It's when they call you in panic. And they're like way down here. They're needing help. Their life is a disaster. And they're like, they reached out to you for help. And you just waved your magic wand and now they're here. And it's like, whoa, how'd you do that, man? Or woman? That was great. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much I love this and knowing you and being involved and getting your things. Thank you. That's the other clue. Would you mind taking 2 minutes to leave me an honest online review? Absolutely, they would. Okay, third time. This is the most common time. This is what you already know. And this is right after you exchange your services. They may have paid you before, they may be looking to pay you soon, but you just delivered your services. That's when their emotions are at their peak. That's the best time to ask. And that happens all the time every week. So adding this little strategy to your personal brand is going to massively improve your visibility online through the Google Business Profile. And this is how you. Okay, questions on that? I thought you had one. Renee?
I just want to FYI, if you're looking for financial security professionals, they're not allowed to.
No, they're not.
Sorry. We're not allowed to ask for the reviews,
Right.
ever. And that's something that everybody needs to know, that financial professionals can't ask. It's a bad thing for, I mean, we can't even have reviews of what we did in our past.
No, you can have reviews. There's nothing they can do about that.
As long as you do not solicit them.
You can't solicit for them. So I want you, everyone online who's listening right here, to know this. If you've got a great financial advisor, they need your help, and they can't ask for it because their regulatory oversight has a sit on their ass. Okay, Jeremy, did you have a question? It bothers me that I cannot go to work for these people that need this kind of help. This is exactly what their industry needs. People are most afraid about losing their money. Why wouldn't they be able to get honest online reviews? That's ridiculous. Okay, so add an update. What's an update? An update is something that actually gets removed once a week. But if you have an update, then you take up more real estate on Google. So we're going to do one of these. We had a great presentation today from our meeting planner. Check it out. All right, so there's a photo that I have on my computer that I can throw in here. It is. And you can see the canvas isn't going to be super perfect, but I got it in there. And then I can add a button, which is like learn more. And if I go over here to Facebook, I can grab this little URL at the top of our Facebook page, and then I can pop it in to this button here. And now that post will take up more real estate on the Google search. So if I did over here again, spiritual business groups, right? And I'm just going to go refresh. There we are. If I open that up, hopefully we should be able to see. Let's see. We're in maps. There it is. Well, it's not doing. How about this? There, how about that? Oh, it's not playing nice. But in the past, when I've done this demonstration, you've been able to see the business profile and the post that they just made. So experiment with that on your own as well. That could be a question.
I use the app all the time, and then they got rid of it.
They got rid of the Google Business Profile app.
Right, so are they gonna come out with something, or do you have, I don't have an option to do that now, I can make updates on my phone, and I have to maybe go to your computer, do a backup and now.
Oh, I see what your question is.
I mean, I still edit photos pretty regularly, so I can see.
From the browser.
That on the phone through, I still click on my app, and then on my app, and I still do it.
Through the app illegally. But you'll know if you go to the Google Play Store or to the Apple App Store, you cannot find it anymore. This is recently happened.
So how do you do it?
The only way they're giving you is search. So through the search on your browser, it feels so archaic. Like, why would they do that? I don't know. Maybe they know something we don't, I guess. Okay, so there it did come up. How about that? Okay. The thing I wanted to find out, though, that was so helpful with the app was the messaging. You could get instant messages straight through your Google Business Profile when you viewed a business profile on your smartphone. Okay, so I'm going to do something pretty tricky here. I'm going to go to the Screen Mirror app. And then I'm going to show my phone screen on the big display. Oh, what's this? That's not what I'm used to seeing. ScreenMirrorApp.com. There it is. That's what I'm used to seeing. Okay, so I've got the app in my phone, and I just went to the website. This one. Maybe it's the same one. Then I'm going to click this little red button in the lower right-hand corner. Now it's got this little scanner tool. Yeah, and it caught it off the TV there. Now you can see my screen. Okay. So what I want to do was have somebody go to the business profile and try to message us on your phone. And we can see how it shows I'm one of the administrators. And this used to happen in the app, but now it happens through some sort of a notification that I get, a push notification. I mean, I know the businesses are still getting these messages, but. Okay. Yes. Somebody said hi, everyone. Okay. So I got a push notification. And it just came in. Yeah, through Google. And she left a message. Yeah. So this is great also because the younger generations would prefer to message instead of call you. And their phones, their applications, their software is geared for them. And they're going to use that more than they are picking up the phone and dialing phone numbers. That's so 50 years ago. Okay. Well, thanks for having fun with me. We've got about 5 or 10 more minutes, and so I'm just going to scream through this. This is like the ideal customer journey. You might want to take a picture of this and lay this out for yourself. how can the digital experience build trust for you automatically when you're sleeping? When you're playing with your kids, or doing something way more important for your spirit. Can the internet support you and constantly provide ongoing, unconditional support for your business? And it's through this digital journey that you set up for them. Ideally, in my mind, the best way to experience a company is through a short, concise, clear video. I get audio, I get visual, I get kinesthetic capabilities with that video. And it conveys body language, which conveys way more trust than the words that are coming out of my mouth. So that's why I put video at the front of the ideal customer journey. But then, as any clear-headed, smart decision-making person would do, they're going to make their due diligence a priority. They're going to make sure that they research who they're going to get into a relationship with, and they're going to go look at your reputation online. And that's contained in the reviews that people have left for you. Sorry, Renee.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Videos on your Google.
They can only be 30 seconds or less, but I would highly recommend that too. Next, you're going to have a landing page that's customized for each service. I got to run through this because they only got 3 minutes left, but I will get to your question if I have time at the end. So whether you have massage, whether you have chiropractic, acupuncture, maybe you have several services in one house. You got big airplanes, you got small Cessnas. You got to have a different page for each shopper.
Mhm.
So kitchens, bathrooms, different page for each one. Then you want to give them some sort of an automated thing they can get from you of value for free, like a white paper or a checklist or a
Mhm.
things to avoid or a basic guide to getting the best sleep or avoiding food poisoning. Then we've got a video testimonial, and that takes this whole thing up a 10-level notch because they can greatly reduce their risk. They can see somebody that just came right before them and gave you a video testimonial. And here's how you put this in there. When somebody is very outgoing to this question, and they're like, "Of course, I can't believe you didn't ask me sooner." You could say, "Oh, well, I just save you some time. Instead of 2 minutes, I can just record a quick 1-minute soundbite." See what they say. If they say no, fine, review's great. If they say, "Yeah, okay, great, when you tell me you're rolling," now you got the video testimonial. And that brings the trust up another level. And then the way you nurture them with email comes into play here. Other value that you deliver to them in their inbox. And of course, additional short educational videos that reinforce how you do and the benefits that you get from it. This is what's looked at as like the digital footprint or your digital map. These are all the main digital properties that your business can claim right now to take ownership and set up the best practices for your digital marketing. We're going to have lots of questions after this one-on-one. So I love doing videos. I think that's the biggest impact you make. If you don't do anything else, you can do a video. Of course, it is a little complex to make a video, but I can help. And oh boy,
That's funny.
what a nightmare. Thank you very much for your time today. Oh, we do have announcements before you go online. We've got a couple announcements. Our next speaker is October 20th, and that's going to be Terry Knudsen on overcoming your fears. We've got our happy hour that's coming up on October 26th from 4:30 to 6:30 at the 6 and 40 Brewery in Lakewood. That's a new brewery. That's on October 26th. Those are a great way to get some conversation. I know here at VHS in the morning, we get more education than we do conversation. But these extracurricular mornings and happy hours are a great way to connect with our members. And then finally, our food drive. This is the time of year when it gets a little colder, people start grabbing on their blankets and thinking, my cupboards are bare, I need some help. So luckily, Allison has helped us with this amazing food drive. And please just bring those donations to our general meetings every month. And we would take non-perishables or hygiene products.
For October.
For October.
We can always see it together. I'm a yes, bring it all. So, you
Yeah.
know, specifically, I can.
Great. Thanks for joining us for this presentation. We hope to see you here at VHS in the future and come meet all of our wonderful members. Bye.